Jeopardy! Champion Scott Riccardi has made it to the leaderboard of legends after his 15th win, and he's knocked another player off of a top 10 list. After his win in the July 23 episode, Scott is now a 15-day Jeopardy! Champion with total winnings of $430,910. In his second game, which aired on July 4, Scott was the first contestant since Banchan in 2023 to win over $50,000 in a single Jeopardy! Game, with $50,400. Jeopardy! Champion Scott Riccardi has made it to the leaderboard of legends after his 15th win, and he's knocked another player off of a top 10 list. According to the official Jeopardy! Website, Scott has now entered the leaderboard of legends because he made it onto the list of the top 10 highest winnings in regular season play with $430,910, now ranking number 8, above David Madden, number 9, with $430,400 and Julia Collins, number 10, with $428,100. According to the Jeopardy! Fan, Scott knocked Matt Jackson out of the top 10. Matt had total winnings of $411,612, and now ranks number 11. In order to move up to number 7 on the leaderboard of legends, Scott will have to surpass Jason Zafranieri's $532,496. If Scott wins his 16th game, he'll also tie Ryan Long for the most consecutive games won, and enter the top 10 list on the leaderboard of legends in that category as well. What Scott Riccardi entering the leaderboard of legends means. Just a few weeks ago, Jeopardy! Season 41 was losing steam, as there were 13 one-day champions in a row. However, Scott's incredible run has made the beloved game show must-see TV again. It's so exciting to tune in every day to find out if Scott can extend his streak. Scott's entrance into the leaderboard of legends means that he has the potential to make Jeopardy! History and continue to climb these top 10 lists. However, the season ends on July 25, so fans might have to wait until the fall to see Scott reach another milestone. In addition, Scott has already earned his place in the Tournament of Champions, so he'll have so many more opportunities to make his mark on the game. Hopefully, he'll win or place second or third, and then compete in Jeopardy! Masters Season 4. It's been absolutely electrifying to see Scott take his place among so many other Jeopardy! Legends. Our take on Scott Riccardi entering the leaderboard of legends. Scott is a joy to watch. With his calm presence, extraordinary knowledge, and gutsy wagers, Scott has been an absolute joy to watch on Jeopardy! He's so easy to root for, and he makes every game thrilling. I hope that Scott continues to win and make Jeopardy! History. He's been the perfect Jeopardy! Champion, and I can't wait to see what he does next. The blue screen flickered. The iconic Jeopardy! Jingle echoed across living rooms. And in that familiar arena of intellect and strategy, one man stood tall and calm, buzzer in hand, eyes laser-focused. His name, Scott Riccardi, the quiet storm who had just clinched his 15th consecutive Jeopardy! Victory, officially entering the hallowed leaderboard of legends, and in the process, knocking fan favorite Julia Collins out of the top 10. The news sent shockwaves through the Jeopardy! Community. Online forums lit up. Twitter buzzed. Longtime viewers, casual fans, and past champions alike took notice. This wasn't just another winning streak, it was the arrival of a new icon. The rise of Riccardi. When Scott Riccardi first stepped onto the Jeopardy! Stage 15 games ago, few would have predicted this moment. A quiet librarian from upstate New York with a dry wit and a penchant for obscure Civil War trivia, Scott didn't enter the game with flashy bravado. Instead, he was the embodiment of poise, cool, calculated, and dangerously consistent. He didn't dominate the buzzer like James Holzhauer. He didn't lean on charm like Buzzy Cohen. But Scott had something else, an uncanny ability to know exactly when to bet big, when to play it safe, and how to outthink his opponents in double jeopardy. Night after night, he chipped away at scores, delivering daily doubles with a poker face, and finishing games with a quiet but insurmountable lead. And on Game 15, he did it again, winning with $39,400 after a gutsy true daily double and a clutch final Jeopardy wager on a category he once admitted wasn't exactly my strong suit, world cinema. A shift in the rankings. With that win, Riccardi moved up to number 10 on the all-time regular season wins leaderboard, nudging Julia Collins, the former holder of that spot, down to number 11. Collins, who captured hearts in 2014 with her 20-game win streak, then a record for women, took the news with grace. "Records are meant to be broken," Collins tweeted shortly after Riccardi's win aired. "Scott's a phenomenal player. I'm honored to be in such company." The message was retweeted thousands of times, testament not only to Julia's grace, but to the deep respect the Jeopardy! Community holds for its elite players. The strategy of a scholar. Behind the scenes, Riccardi's approach to the game has earned praise from former contestants and Jeopardy! Strategists. Unlike Holzhauer, whose aggressive betting shook up the format, or Matsumoto, who employed the controversial what is phrasing strategy, Riccardi's game has been balanced, textbook, and ruthlessly efficient. "He's the kind of player who knows the rules of the game, and never forgets them," said Ken Jennings in a post-show segment. His mastery of categories, from literature to economics to even pop culture, makes him one of the most well-rounded players I've seen in years. Interestingly, Riccardi has a unique warm-up routine. He spends 10 minutes before tapings reading a random Wikipedia article and then quizzing himself. "It keeps me limber," he joked in a backstage interview. Plus, you never know when obscure inventions of the 1890s will show up. Fans are obsessed. As his wins piled up, fans began to take notice not just of his trivia prowess, but of his quiet charisma. Social media dubbed him the Librarian of Lightning. Fan art popped up. One popular piece depicted him as a Jeopardy! Wizard holding a glowing buzzer instead of a wand. "Scott Riccardi is giving classic Jeopardy! Vibes," one Reddit user wrote. "No gimmicks. Just pure, brilliant knowledge." Even former champions chimed in. Amy Schneider tweeted, "Loving Scott Riccardi's run. So thoughtful. So precise. A joy to watch." And perhaps most tellingly, the Jeopardy! Subreddit, often a critical bunch, was unusually united in their admiration. "He's the most quietly exciting champion since Julia Collins," one user posted, unknowingly forecasting the leaderboard moment to come. What's next for Riccardi? With 15 wins under his belt, Riccardi has now secured his place in the upcoming Tournament of Champions, where he could face off against names like Ray Lalonde, Troy Meyer, and even Chris Ponullo. But Riccardi isn't thinking that far ahead. "I just take it one clue at a time," he told mayim Bialik with a humble shrug after his milestone win. "It's been surreal. I just didn't want to go home after the first game." There's also buzz about whether Riccardi could challenge Holzhauer's 32-game streak or even Matsumoto's 38. That's a long way off, but at his current pace, it's not impossible. The legacy begins. What makes Riccardi's story compelling isn't just his wins, it's his underdog energy. He didn't storm onto the stage with media hype. He didn't have a viral moment, yet. He's the player you don't see coming until it's too late, and by then, he's already answered the final Jeopardy! Correctly, with a modest smile. He now shares leaderboard space with titans like Matt Jackson, Julia Collins, and Jason Zafranieri. Yet, he still approaches the game like it's his first. He still thanks the hosts after every game. He still straightens his glasses before each clue. Closing thoughts. Scott Riccardi's entry into the leaderboard of legends marks a fresh chapter in Jeopardy! History. He's not just another streak. He's a new kind of champion, unassuming yet deadly, modest yet unforgettable. And for those who've watched him from Game 1, it's been a masterclass in consistency, intellect, and quiet dominance. As the credits rolled on his 15th win, the audience gave a rare standing ovation. Riccardi looked around, almost embarrassed, and mouthed a simple thank you. But Jeopardy! Fans everywhere know the truth, this is only the beginning.